Hey friends, my name is Brittany Bryden and I'm here to help you get some movement into your day. So if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you know when new videos are posted. And we're gonna get right into this video. So we're gonna do a sculpt class with a resistance band today. So we're gonna start off on our backs. You're gonna place that band just above your knees, feet down on the mat about hip distance apart, and hands on the floor framing your hips. So as you press your feet in the ground, you're gonna lift your hips up a little bit, and as you do that, you're gonna tuck under with the pelvis. So come into a posterior tilted pelvis. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling using your glutes and hamstrings, making sure the ribs are drawn in, and then you're gonna lower the hips back down to the floor. And then again, you're gonna lift the hips up towards the ceiling, use the glutes, and lower back down. So we're gonna continue with a couple more glute bridge lifts on your own. Just going at your pace. All right, so now we're gonna add on. So this time you're gonna lift the hips up, take the knees out to the side, bring your legs back together, and then lower down. So you're gonna lift, open the knees to the side, bring your legs back together, and then lower. So keep going. For 3, 2, and then one more. Lower down. Now walk your left foot more towards center, and you're gonna take your right foot off the ground and bring your right shin parallel towards the floor. So you're gonna do what you just did. You're gonna lift the hips up towards the ceiling, press your right leg into that band, and then lower back down. So you're gonna lift up and then lower. So we're gonna go for 10 and then lower, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and then switch. So right foot down, left leg up, lift the hips up towards the ceiling, and then lower down. All right, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then one more. Nice. So now you're going to take that band and place the band just above the ankles, or just around the ankles, sorry, and then take the legs up towards the ceiling. So you're going to flex your feet, heels track right over top of the hips, anchor the pelvis into the ground, interlace the hands behind the back of the head. Lift your chest up, so trying to get both shoulder blades off the floor as the elbows go off to the side. So now you're gonna lower the legs to about a 45-degree angle, maybe a little bit lower, and then bring your legs back up to where they started. So you're gonna lower down 45, and then bring the legs back up. Again, bring the legs down. And this time as you bring the legs back up, you're gonna curl up with the pelvis like you're trying to tap the feet to the ceiling, and then lower down. So legs go to 45 or lower, and then bring the legs back up, curl up with the hips, press the feet into the ceiling, and then lower back down. Lower the legs, bring them back up, curl up with the pelvis, and then lower down. So you do a couple more on your own. Keep going. Let's do one more. All right, and then hug your knees in towards your chest. Whew. Now slide that band just above the knees again. Set the feet down on the ground. You're gonna come over onto your left hip. Slide your left arm underneath the ear. Bring the knees in line with the hips, and then heels in line with the knees. So you can take that right hand onto the right hip. Keep your big toes together, then lift your right knee up towards the ceiling, and then legs come together. And then lift the knee up, and then lower. Let's go for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So make sure you're not rolling back. 4, 3, 2. Now lift up and hold. And then lower the legs together. Are you swearing at me yet? I'm swearing at myself. So keep your feet together. Just lift your feet up towards the ceiling and make sure that right hip didn't fall forwards. Keep that right hip tracking over top of the left. And you're going to do what we just did, and we're going to do 10 more. So big toes stay together. Lift that right knee up, and then lower. 9, 8, 7, ooh, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift up and hold. Oh, and bring your legs together. Ooh, chi. Come onto your backs. All right. So bring your knees in towards your chest, and this time take the band and hook them around your feet. Take both legs up towards the ceiling again, hands behind the back of the head. And then lower your legs to that 45-degree angle. And then from here, you're going to bend your right knee and bring that right leg in towards the chest. Now you're going to take that left elbow and try to tap that right knee. So really twist. And then straighten both legs out. And then switch. Left knee comes in, tap that right elbow to the left knee. And then come back to center. So you're going to continue with these bikes on your own. So you can go at a quicker pace or you can go at a slower pace. Just breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Cool, bring your knees in. Then you're gonna roll over onto your right side. Place that band just above the knees. Right arm underneath the ear. Knees in line with the hips. Left hand on the hip. And then big toes stay together. Lift that left knee up. And then bring the legs together. Lift the knee up and together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift up and hold, and then bring the legs together. So keep the feet together, just lift your feet up towards the ceiling, and keep going. Lift the left knee for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, lift it up and hold, 10, and then bring the legs together. And then come onto your backs. And then take that band and hook it around the feet again. We'll do another round of bicycles, legs up. So now lower the legs down, bring that right knee in towards your chest, twist, tap that left elbow to the right knee, and go. So again, you're just moving at your pace with your breath. Come on, a couple more rounds, you can do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees in. Rock side to side. Now place that band just above the knees. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And then rock and roll a few times up and down the back. Now you're going to come up and make your way into a table. So shoulders right over top of the wrist. Take the knees hip distance apart. And we're going to move through some cat-cows. So you're going to lift the chest so you get the shoulders and the tailbone up. And then round and push away from the floor. And again, cat, chest forward, tailbone up. And then round. And then one more time. And then round. And then come back to center. So you're going to bring your left knee more towards center and flex your right foot and stomp your right foot up towards the ceiling. So as you take that right leg up, bringing that right thigh parallel to the floor, make sure the ribs are drawn in, core engaged. And then from here, you're gonna bring the knee in towards center, like you're bringing the knee towards your belly button, and then take that right foot back up towards the ceiling. Then bring that right knee in towards your belly, and then take it back up. So spine stays neutral, knee in, take the foot back up, couple more rounds, in, stamp it up for 2, and then 1 more. Now when you take that leg up, you're gonna pulse here for 5, little baby pulses, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the knees together. Now take that right knee directly to the right side without taking too much weight over to the left, and then bring the legs together. So take the knee out to the right, and then legs together. Keep going. For 3, 2, take it to the side and hold. Now pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that right knee down. Whoo! Stomp that left foot up towards the ceiling. So take a moment, set it up, and then bring that left knee in towards your chest, and then take the foot back up towards the ceiling. Bring the knee in, take the foot back up. Keep going. For 3, 2, 1 more, and then pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the knees together. Take that knee directly to the left side, and then legs come together. Open up and close. Keep going. 3, 2, take it to the side and hold. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that knee down. Tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up and back for downward dog. Walk the legs out. So bend one knee, straighten the other, and just shift side to side. And then lift the heels up, bend your knees, and just walk forwards. I know it's awkward with that band. So you're gonna come towards the middle of the mat, bend your knees, and slowly roll yourself up to stand. Okay, so now you're gonna take that band and place it around your ankles. And I'm gonna turn to face you, but you can stay facing the direction that you're in as long as you have some room side to side. Bend both knees, send the hips down and back. And then from here, you're gonna transfer your weight over to the left foot. You're gonna tap your right foot out to the right side, and then bring that foot back to where you started. Tap it out to the right side, and then bring it back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now all you're gonna do is tap that right foot directly back. Tap, and then come back in. Tap, so keep that bend in that left leg. So we're at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Right foot down, bend into that right knee. So transfer it over to the right foot. You're going to the left side with the left foot. Tap, then we're going in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And now you're going straight back. Tap back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, come up to stand. Each. Shake it out. So now you're going to place the band around the arms, just underneath the elbows. And then from here, you're going to reach both arms up towards the ceiling. So just reaching arms up, resistant to the band, and then fold forwards, take your hands to the ground, and you're going to step back into a plank. So resist your arms into that band. So you can choose to have your knees up or your knees down here. But you're going to turn the elbow creases to face forward, so you're actually rotating. Bend the elbows, you're going to lower down. The band's actually going to catch you, and then you're going to press yourself back up. So again, you're going to lower, and then press back up. Down for 3, for 2, and then 1 more, and then downward dog. So you're going to lift the hips up and back. Now take your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend that top knee and rotate your hips towards the right. You're going to look forwards and step your right foot forwards. Take your back knee down to the ground and reach both arms up towards the ceiling. So you're going to turn the palm of the hands to face forward. So bring your rib cage over top of the pelvis. Now you're going to bend the elbows and bring that band now so it's just in front of your chest. Vision like you're trying to pull the shoulder blades together. And then reach your arms back up. Whew. Resist into that band. Then pull the arms down like your hands are sliding on a window in front of you, and then reach your arms back up. So do a couple more. Pull down, and then reach up. And then pull, and reach up. Again for 3, for 2. 1 more. Pull, hold. And then reach your arms up. Good. And then just set the band off to the side for a moment. Shift the hips back and come into a half split. So flex your right foot, bending that right knee as much as you need. And then bend into your front leg. Walk your right foot over to the left side and just come down onto your outer right thigh. So let's take a moment to stretch out the glute. Should feel really nice after what we've done. So you can either have your back knee bend, or you can straighten that leg and come into more of a pigeon shape and just fold forwards over top of that right leg. Now come onto your hands, tuck your toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Come forwards into a plank, shoulders over top of the wrists. Again, your choice, whether the knees are up or down, but this time you're going to lower yourself all the way to the floor. Tops of feet press in the ground. Take your hands off the floor and squeeze your elbows inward center. So keep the hands off the ground, just lift your chest forwards and up, come into a baby cobra. And then lower. We'll do 2 more like that. Take the hands off the ground, bring the elbows into center, baby cobra. And then lower. And then 1 more time, hands off the ground, lift your chest up, and then lower down. Tuck your toes under, come into table, and then grab your band, place it just underneath the elbows, and then come into downward dog. Left leg goes up towards the ceiling, bend that top knee, rotate your hips to the left. And then you're stepping that left foot forwards, bringing your back knee down to the ground. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling. So palm of the hands face forwards. Tailbone down, ribs in. So bend the elbows with that pull, like you're sliding your hands down the window of the wall. And then reach your arms back up. Again, pull, bring the shoulder blades in towards one another. And then reach up. Couple more. For 3. For 2. 1 more time, pull and hold. And then reach up. Take that band, place it off to the side, send the hips back, half split, flex the left foot. And then bend into the front leg, walk your left foot over to the right side, coming down into that 90-90 shape or your pigeon. You're going to fold forwards over top of the left leg. And then lifting yourself up. This time swing both legs forwards, give them a good shake. And then take the hands behind you, just bend your knees, set the feet down on the mat about a hip distance apart, and let your knees rock side to side. All right, so that's it for today. If you have time, take a couple minutes in stillness, meditate, and then go back into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again real soon. Always be humble and be kind. Thank you. Namaste.